a change was gonna come. It's been a long, long, long time coming. Come on now. But I know change gonna come. Our story's about two mules. I know you all heard the story about the 40 acres and the one mule.
Yes.
But actually we have two mules and 40 acres. And we gave those mules names, just like we did all the other animals on our farm. We had a
Crow was the first one.
Crow was the first one.
So actually we began with the 40 acres and one mule.
Yes, but
We
Crow
graduated
yes.
to the 40 acres and two mules.
Let me take you back for about 50 years ago. I was about 8 or 9, and my dad was in the field flying with the mules. So I think now, there's a lot of trees. We had 40 acres, but we only farmed about 9 acres of cotton, and I think about 3 or 4 acres of soybeans a little bit further away. But my dad would make it seem like it was so exciting. He had that line going around him like this, and he would say, "Get up, Kate. Get up, Rabbit," and he'd go down there. And the roads were probably about a quarter mile, and he'd go down there, turn around, and come back. And it seemed like it was so easy. And as I watched the dirt roll up, I just looked in the window. Mom said, "Why don't you go play?" I said, "I want to do that one of these days." So time went on, and my dad came home for lunch. She told him, "That boy said he think he can do that." Now think now, I'm only about 8 or 9, right? He said, "Come on, go with me. I'll let you try it." So sure enough, I got there, and guess what? I'm too little for the plow handle. The handle was up like this. And I had this line around me, so I started through the field. Get up, Kate, get up, Rabbit. There you go. And I got to the end. First took up a time while he was out there, they turned around just as good. Came back, turned around again. That's something you have to say when you see them like G and ho, and me go one way or the other, right? So I started back. He'd gone to the house now. Instead of looking back, and there was some weeds over to the right. And I'm going down this is good. And they looked and saw the weeds, and they looked back, and they kind of knew my voice was my daddy's voice. They took off toward the weeds. I'm hollering, G, haw, haw. And they just kept on going. So he kind of turned around and came back and got me on track. But then years later, I'm out in the field plowing with these mules. I done got it good now. And here comes my brother-in-law on a tractor. And guess what? He gets to the end on that tractor, and as he lets the plow up, the tractor ran up in front. I said, "Man, I'm going to do that one of these days." But meanwhile, I'm studying with these mules, right? And every time he seemed to look like he'd make it to the end just about time I would, he'd go. So long by, then came
Well, there was a gentleman that came by that worked for the FHA, and he was going around to the African American farmers and see the condition that they were in. And he came by our house, and he came and asked for Henry. Where is Henry? And actually, we were told, not to talk to strangers anyhow. So we went and finally got him and told him that someone was out there looking for him. And he told him that he was assessing the farmers, and he was seeing, and they had funds available for them. And actually that year, he went to the office and talked with them and got a tractor. I'm going fast because I have to condense it. And after he got the tractor, later, he was very glad. It was a 1960 John Deere. I remember the tractor, and he was very glad that we got a tractor. And then later on, he called him back to the office and said, "We have funds available to build farmers' homes." And actually, we got that money also. But the home that we were living in, it was so bad that you could put a bucket here and a pot here and a pot there in one room. And when it rained, the rain would make a symphony just. Now we're talking about 50-some years ago, okay? And so when he told him that we actually got the money and built the home in '62, and the home was sold to us, it was just beautiful because we had 3 bedrooms. The girl had their bedrooms, and it was light pink, pastel pink. The boys were light blue, and the living room was like a light green, and the kitchen was yellow, and we were so happy we had that new home. And to us, after we received that home, we felt like the George Jefferson on the good times. We're moving on up. It was a good time.
So that really shows what you can do with your stories. This project that we're working on in Elaine, they are in the process now, in the very beginning process of gathering their stories.